Tennessee,
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 liberty, Tennessee,
Tennessee,
liberty, Tennessee,
Tennessee.
liberty, Tennessee.
Liberty means that no one can interfere with me using my reason to determine the best way for me to live.
Means that you should be able to have the freedom to do whatever you want when you want without being scared to do it.
Be able to control my own life, not to have it controlled by the government, be free to make my own mistakes, make my own decisions.
My ability or a person's ability to live their life how they choose and to make the choices and have the personal freedoms without the government's involvement.
Liberty is about respect for everybody's individual rights.
Liberty means the right to not respond for your project on it. Sorry.
It means limited government. It means self-preservation. It means freedom, free dominion, free to decide on what I choose best for myself.
Having personal responsibility to make the decisions what is right for me and what is bad for me based on my own free will. It is not legislated by any person or thing. I adhere to laws and I follow laws. That should be an individual choice.
The freedom from having your rights infringed, whether by other individuals or by the government.
As free as possible, because timid men prefer the calm of despotism as opposed to the tempestuous sea of liberty. Thomas Jefferson.
To me, liberty means being free to choose. Free to choose what to be, where to be, who to be with, and what to be doing. Liberty is freedom of choice in the absence of coercion.
It is the idea that individuals are free to pursue their own life so long as they do not interfere with anybody else's ability to do the same.
It is cutting the size, the cost, the reach, and the power of the government on all levels.
Is every individual's birthright to cooperate with other individuals freely and without coercion, to make advancements, to innovate, to achieve goals, so as they do not infringe on another individual's right to do the same.
People being able to pursue their version of the American dream without the government getting in their way.
Personal sovereignty in all affairs, economic and social.
Choosing to give my money to effective and efficient charities rather than paying taxes and letting politicians decide what their favorite charities are.
As free as you can possibly be, but within a government paradigm.
Liberty is the freedom to make your own choices.
It means to me being able to do what you want to do as long as you don't bother anybody else and stop them from doing what they want to do.
It's something worth fighting for, no matter the cost.
No more. Bring our boys home to our shores. Oh, yeah. We don't want big government or the Bilderberg group that pays for it. Oh, yeah. Federal ID means a police state. And Mr. Yeah. Jefferson's rolling in his grave. And our names and the numbers like 666. Oh, yeah. The Patriot Act took our liberty. And there's no judge, no jury. Oh, yeah. Tapping our phones, breaking down our doors, waging on the people a civil war. Oh, yeah. Work three jobs and bring home no pay. Oh, yeah. IRS takes it all away. We struggle, slave, pay the rent. So
we haven't followed the Constitution, and that's what we ought to be doing. The system that we have today is ripping off the middle class and the poor. Can you imagine how great a nation we'd have if we didn't have the Federal Reserve System printing all this money?
And we are going to repeal Common Core, and then we're going to remove Kevin Huffman from the state of Tennessee.
America, this is 2012. We've got billions of dollars. We need to spend them in the right places. We need to support our children.
You care about the Constitution, you need to wake up right now. Unplug the TV and get online and figure it out, because we're in a national debt crisis here. We're $15 trillion in debt. Ron Paul is the only one addressing any cuts.
Hope you go when you vote.
Ron Paul.
Ron Paul stands for all of the things that we as Republicans should be standing for, but the Republican Party has lost its way. And this is a perfect opportunity to spread the message to Democrats and Republicans, the message of freedom.
We're getting down to the nitty-gritty and we're not quitting. And we came out today to let people know that this isn't over. This is not over. We are just getting started. And we're going to take it. I don't see how anybody would vote for Romney. I'm not voting for Romney.
Can't trust their media, can't trust.
So busy in our routines and schedules, but I swear if you got online and you Googled NDAA, you might be surprised at what's really happening in this country.
As it seemed, still you wake up and find you're living a bad dream.
I love everything that the Grassroots group is doing here in Nashville for Ron Paul. It so excites me to see a candidate that the media has largely ignored with so much support. I'm out here standing for something I believe in. I'm voting for my conscience.
Ron Paul, thank you for being who you are and thank you for never giving up.
We want him to be our president. He can't give up without our permission.
We support everything you stand for, Ron Paul, and we are behind you 110%.
This country is in a revolution. They're sick and tired of what they're getting, and I happen to be lucky enough to be part of it.
There's an old quote, if you don't take interest in politics, politics will take an interest in you. And I think it's taken a deep interest in us, and it's looking to destroy us all if we don't step up. So now's the time to step up or be destroyed by the government. It's gotten out of control.
Tricks and treachery are the practice of fools that don't have brains enough to be honest.
He's not firing people that he should be. And he's hiring a whole bunch of people who have never hired and fired. And that ends up to be the breakdown. That ends up to be the problem. Well, everything that comes out of his mouth, I think is like music. I like what comes out of his mouth. It's just that there's a complete disconnect between what he says and what's actually happening.
I want to make it clear to the media, the name of our protest was protesting Obama policies.
Mr. Obama, we welcome you to Tennessee. You are the president, but we make you this promise. We will fight your disastrous policies as long and as hard as you are in office. If a politician is not willing to fight for us, we've got to throw him out and get somebody in there who will.
Liberty is the ability to exercise your own rights and freedoms, while carefully making sure not to violate those rights and freedoms of others.
Spreading all around. Young and older, hand in hand, but truth and freedom.
Liberty is competition, the ability for people to compete with goods, products, ideas, all without coercion or compulsion.
With rhetoric, lies or false concerns. The truth he speaks is in our hearts.
Liberty is the ability for people who are different, who come from all walks of life, to be able to sit at the same table and negotiate what the proper rights of man are.
We shouldn't bomb these people. We shouldn't put sanctions on them. We should instead have free trade, cultural exchange. We should understand each other better. What in the world is isolationist about that?
liberty versus indoctrination by the dictatorship of the majority, should bring us together. Right now, we're not together. The pie is shrinking. The special interests are clawing away. They think, well, we have to spend more money on lobbying because there's not so much left, and we know there's going to be a limit. No, I think what we should be doing is being more concerned on productivity.
Liberty is an idea. Liberty is an idea that's been discussed for 3,000 years in mankind. An idea that transcends both culture, time, race, and faith. Liberty is what we want. Liberty is what we ask for. And liberty is the only thing we will accept.
So there's no reason why we can't pick up the pieces and move forward and have a better society. I want to live in a free society. I don't want to be a participant in a government or a society that dictates through force on an understanding of what liberty is and isn't by telling people what to do with their lives. That should be your choice. It should be the choice of other people around the world. And I am absolutely convinced if our goal should be peace and prosperity, this is the only way it can be achieved. You cannot achieve peace by war. Preventive war, initiating war, that is not the way you achieve peace.